Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buffaloes have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. There he goes. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. An offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. They want to throw it. Fires to the right. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Looking left. Got his man. They're ripping off chunks of yards to get it to the 33.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Caught. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Bobo. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass was knocked down, but I don't think it's going to help the defense. I think they jumped. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Red pass, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Looking to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers, it's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Dropping back, it's Bobo. Got his man on the outside. Breaks into the open. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Back to pass on second down. Hit as he throws. Wide open downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Bobo. Got a man. It's Hill. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try to get outside. Inside the 35. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Colorado. He got a step and just dusted the field. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave, but this has been a nip and tuck affair in Iowa City.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Snags it over the middle. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Position on offense. Looking downfield, it's Bobo. That deficit has now turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Caught in the backfield, it's Green. At the 35, he's loose. Racing to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bucs!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State, the offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
The Seminoles want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3-8. Big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. They'll try to blast their way in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
He'll keep it on the sneak. He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stuffed.
Job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Throwing right. Got him in the open. All
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's it, 5. And they're not on the same page there. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. And the Noles moving quickly to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback adapted. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Florida State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Single back formation, and they give it to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Give to the running back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. To the air, it's Bobo. Unloads to the wideout. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones. They completely had him surrender.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the goal. The give from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Wants to throw. It's Bobo. Right down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking for a crease to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task going against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Bobo. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Off play action on first down. Unloads it left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action, maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Finds a little space. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Fights off the defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Bobo. Can't make the connection, the pressure there. Calls the missed timing.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dome. They'll run the toss, finding an escape route. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not wide enough to move the sticks, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Right on the money. Running through contact. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Fighting off the defender. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gets it out quickly. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
The Noles will try to convert on fourth down. The offense changing the play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, first down and more. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Back swinging for the goal line. He found some running room but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over the Rebels. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Bobo. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hill. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll try the outside to the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll try the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Uncorks one to the middle. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Bobo. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Maryland. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, with this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those.
Turning it on. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The Buffaloes in the hurry-up. They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on third and goal. Back to throw, it's Bobo. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
A field goal is not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good. This is now a 7-point game. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Seminoles just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
He's looking to pass. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. A bit of a roll of the dice, betting that they could finish the game, and they almost certainly did with that completion.
And I love when coaches have confidence in their quarterbacks in big situations like that. With the game on the line, go out and execute and ice this game.
And the Noles will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We've got a barn burner in store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Hand off from the shotgun. Shakes off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front, too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. To throw, it's Carpenter. Moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking for room. It's Young. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the
continues to fight for yards. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Trying to run, it's Young. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Notre Dame 7, Arizona State 0.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36.
Will take over. First and 10.
Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's Knight. Pressure coming. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
14, Arizona State 0.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Knight. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw an incompletion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Makes the grab. It's Young. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
That's a first down for the offense.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the ground, back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Back to pass, it's Carpenter. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Bettis. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week, he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Slams ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They just haven't been able to get anything going. There he goes! You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looks as if he's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. 2nd down.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Trying play action. Still looking on the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. Bringing the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this offense has done a good job coming out the gate strong. They've been really, really good. This is the type of play, man, you can give momentum back to the defense, swing it back to the other side if you're not careful with the football.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He shanked it. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the back. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he added the extra point. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. With the catch, it's Perez.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Line getting set on second down. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up.
Turning it on! You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Using his feet. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Using the quick game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. One more snap coming before halftime. Still on his feet at the 35. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oregon State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Beavs in a statement win if there ever was one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's Carpenter. Caught over the middle, it's Young. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Takes the handoff, it's Young. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The short hands, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Fourth down coming up.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on 4th down, they had enough yards to pick up the first drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here come the Irish back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
To the air, it's Carpenter. Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Young. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewitt.
Got to be clutch, right? Got it.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
meant nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And that is another first down for the offense.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Sends it back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll take it himself. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Looking to pass. It's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. This is a designed run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So 1st down will open up the final period. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. Finds his man. It's Lewis. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Using his legs, it's Washington. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He'll get rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Knight. Makes the catch. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down mark.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying to turn the corner on the left. There he goes. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll send the back in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand the circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the run game, and he did quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter. Now you're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. Got room at the 35. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football. But there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
It's caught.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop it. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Barrels ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. Touchdown, Irish! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arizona came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. In fact, this wasn't ever really in question. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Knight. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking the deep shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Down 4 late, they have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really